Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Is Orange County safe from another possible jailbreak at Orange County? With us now is Supervisor Todd Spitzer, who was at the forefront of offering a reward to find the three who broke out of jail.
Well, the good news is they're in custody.
Right.
Now the question is, how did it happen? And how do we prevent it? We've had 15 escapes from that jail since it was built in 1968, from that same roof. And when you look at the pictures, right, of the metal grate, how it was cut, people shimming up, bed sheets, scurrying down the side of the building, don't you have to ask yourself the fundamental question, how in the world did this happen, and why was there a 15-hour gap from the time they got into the vent system and they were detected to be missing?
So an investigation is underway into this, and the results are not really known yet. But in the interim, what's being done so that we can feel like people aren't going to escape from the jail?
Well, I called on the sheriff. I asked Sheriff Hutchins, look, please come to the Board of Supervisors as soon as you can. At least let's focus on the roof. We know that's the Achilles heel of our jail. And why don't we just get the roof fixed? If you want to do an analysis as a result of this escape of the entire jail system, have at it. If you want to take 6 months, go ahead. I don't want to wait to fix the roof. So hopefully she's going to be moving forward on that very quickly.
One other question that comes to mind isn't even just the security at the jail, which you can get a real cheap system real easy, real quick there, is the level of prisoner who's in the jail right now. A realignment, it sent low-level nonviolent offenders to do their time in county jails instead of state prisons.
Right.
And these escapees were not nonviolent.
Okay, so let's distinguish that. We are now housing a lot of people who would normally go to state prison in our county jail, but we have people who are awaiting trial. And these three were awaiting trial on very serious felony charges, murder, attempted murder, and mayhem. So if they are convicted, they will generally go to state prison.
Okay, so the security is they haven't even been sent up the river
No,
yet.
but your point's very well taken, and that is we have a lot more serious offenders in our local jails. We house a lot of people who are charged with very serious crimes, and no matter who's in our jail, we have to make sure people can't get out.
So what, as a member of the Board of Supervisors, some say this isn't necessarily your job. The sheriffs are supposed to present the solutions to you. So what are you going to do about it?
Well, a couple of things. I mean, on the first and foremost, 4 days after the escape, I went to the Board of Supes and asked my colleagues to support an additional $50,000 reward per inmate. So there was already $50,000 put up by the marshal and the FBI, and so we made it $200,000. And so that's a lot of money, and I wanted that money on the street to incentivize people to give us tips to help us get these guys back in custody, and that worked.
Did it work? Did they speak up because of the reward, or were they going to speak up anyway? Did you get any notion from the people who did give information?
Well, Matthew Hayes Chapman, he's a homeless gentleman that lives in the Haight in San Francisco. He followed a Nairi into the McDonald's and watched him get a cup of coffee. I mean, it was kind of like really amazing, right?
He was really on top of the news.
He was on top of the news, and he was very aware of the reward. Now, he is not inclined living on the street to what we call drop a dime to the cops, right? And so, do I think it made a difference? I think it made a big difference.
Okay. Supervisor Todd Spitzer, we'll continue to see the developments of safety at the jail. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Leslie.
Okay. Thanks for joining us. I'm Leslie Leyton.